Greetings to you today on this Friday, the 6th of September today. Our devotion for this day is entitled About Individuality. About individuality. The Charles Dickens portion of this comes from A Tale of Two Cities, and then we'll hear some thoughts from Gene Fisher after that. A wonderful fact to reflect upon that every human creature is constituted to be that profound secret and mystery to every other. A solemn consideration when I enter a great city by night and every one of those darkly clustered houses encloses its own secret. That every beating heart in the hundreds of thousands of breasts there is in some of its imaginings a secret to the heart nearest it. No more can I turn the leaves of this dear book that I loved and vainly hope in time to read it all. No more can I look into the depths of this unfathomable water wherein, as momentary lights glanced into it, I've had glimpses of buried treasure and other things submerged. It was appointed that the book should shut with a spring forever and forever when I had read but a page. It was appointed that the water should be locked in an eternal frost when the light was playing on its surface. And I stood in ignorance on the shore. It is the inexorable consolidation and perpetuation of the secret that was always in that individuality, and which I shall carry in mind to my life's end. In any of the burial places of this city through which I pass, is there a sleeper more inscrutable than its busy inhabitants are in their innermost personality to me, or than I am to them? Tale of Two Cities. I don't know about you, but I was a bit lost in where all of that was headed, what all of that was about. That's why we have Gene Fisher to help us out here. Dickens's words here reflect the secret nature of our individualism. None of us can know everything about another, nor can any of us know God's plans for our lives. What we do know is that there is only one God, and he knows each of us inside and out. Even before we existed in our mother's wombs, God had a plan for us. In Jeremiah 1:5, God says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." The psalmist David added this as he said to God, "For you formed my inward parts. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret. Your eyes saw my substance being yet unformed. And in your book they were all written, the days fashioned for me, when as yet there were none of them." Psalm 139, verses 13 to 16. The Psalms also tell us that God desires that we be faithful to him all of our days, and that he will teach us his wisdom in our secret heart. Psalm 51:6. God made each one of us unique and with an individual purpose known only to him. He intends that we use our individuality for his glory until that day when we get to heaven and come to know the secrets of our existence. Until that day, take heart in the knowledge that you are one of God's most beautiful creations. Genesis 1:26. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness." Even with all of our science I think there's still a mystery about life, about birth, about the DNA and all of that means for who we're going to be and how we're going to be and what we're going to look like and what will we be physically able to do, or in what ways may we be physically limited because of a problem with a chromosome in our DNA. It is still amazing, and it should amaze even scientists. It should amaze them even more as they look up close and personal on the reality of creation, of birth and life, and how we're made, and how is it that everything works together so well and does what it's supposed to do, and all of those things. But we are unique. Each and every one of us is unique. It's why DNA is sought after in a criminal case or something along those lines. Or do you need some kind of transplant? We need to find somebody who is closely compatible, although never perfectly. We are all made, the tallest to the shortest, no matter the color, no matter the gender, no matter anything. We are made in God's image. And that's not on the external, that's on the internal. Who we are on the inside. What He's created us to be begins here inside and then comes out through these hands and these feet and these lips and these eyes, all of the things that He's given us to be in, live in this world. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. We all know, we've all heard this. It's a huge issue for young people on social media, comparing themselves to others. Why don't I look like that? Why am I not that handsome? Why am I not that pretty? Why am I not that muscular? Why isn't my image better than that person's, or at least equal to that person's? Whatever the case may be, enjoy your individuality. Make the best out of who God created you to be, and then offer it up to Him, back up to Him as a sacrifice. Lord, use me. You created me this way. You have a purpose for me. And you know me. You know me. Use me for your purposes. Use me for your honor and glory. Blessings to you today, and enjoy your individuality.